This is my very, very favorite chicken. It smells delicious, but it's nothing compared to the amazing taste. This was one of my sweet, sweet spiritual mama's recipe who's went on to be with the Lord. It is so good. Let's make it. Are you ready to make some Parmesan chicken? We're gonna do that. It's Parmesan crispy fried onion. It is Sister Sharon Dummitt's recipe, and it's one of my favorite chickens. So I have a package of chicken tenders, and I'm taking the tendon out of them. There's many different ways you can do it with a fork. You can grab a hold of the tendon with a paper towel and pull it out. I just kind of take my knife and kind of cut it out and just pull it. That's usually the best way for me. You lose a little piece of the chicken, but it's not much. You see that? How do you get yours out? Some people won't take them out at all, but I find that it's tough and rubbery, and I don't want that in my chicken. So I am going to just do like I just told you. Sometimes you can just pull your chicken piece right off, like that one. And I wear gloves because this really grosses me out. I'm fussy about that. And I'll finish this up and show you what's next. All right, let's get this chicken ready. We are going to take, I've got 3 cake pans. I'm going to put some all-purpose flour. You could use cornstarch, just a couple of spoonfuls of flour in one of my pans. I'm going to put a little salt, a little pepper. Just season this nicely and just mix it up a little bit. I'm going to put a fork right here. The next thing I'm going to do is crack a couple of eggs in another pan. That didn't work. Let me clean my hands off. You know how I am in the kitchen. Gotta be clean. Never nasty in the kitchen. No, no, no. To this, I'm going to add a little heavy cream. You can use milk. You can even use water. Do whatever you'd like. And I'm just going to make a little bit of an egg wash, egg bath. Just a little liquid. I want this stuff to stick. And the heavy cream helps it stick better than if it was water or regular milk. It's okay, guys. It's okay. There we go. And then lastly, I have a third pan that I'm going to do 1 whole can. How many ounces is this? It's just 6 ounces of the French fried onions. Do you like those? I love these things. I like them on salad. I like them plain. I like them on sandwiches, but I really like them in this chicken. And then I just crush them a little bit. Do you have one of these handy dandy guys that you can use for your beef when you're cooking it? It works great. It's my smasher. I don't know what it's called, but it's a smasher. Sharon K smasher. And I'm just going to chop up quickly, smash these onions into, you know, pretty decent sized pieces. They don't have to be tiny. Doesn't have to be crumbs, but I don't want big, huge pieces. This is so good. It's not low carb. It is a high protein, I guess. Here you go, just like that. And to that, I'm going to add probably a ½ cup of powdered cheese, Parmesan cheese. What did somebody on here call it? Sawdust cheese. Oh, one of you called it snow cheese. I liked that. Snow cheese it is. I knew there was something somebody said. I thought I've got to remember that. It was snow cheese. Okay, now I have a couple pounds of boneless, skinless chicken tenderloin. You can use chicken thighs. You could use the boneless breasts, the bigger ones. And the first thing I'm going to do is just put some of the tenderloins in the flour. And I've removed the tendon from them because, you know, I get squeamish easy. And just put them in your flour a little bit. I'm not going to keep you on here to do this whole few pounds of this, but just dust it off. Switch hands here. I'm never getting my hands in it at all. Just kind of coat it with the cream and egg mixture. Then put it right in here and get into pan number 3. And I kind of smash it down. And then just dust it off a little bit. make sure it's on there nicely. So I'm just making a breading out of that and then just put it right on my pan that I actually lay a piece of foil down and spray it heavily with nonstick spray. Hang on, I'll show you what it looks like before we put it in the oven. Here we go. This is gonna go in a preheated 375-degree oven for 30 minutes, but I'm gonna cover it with a piece of foil that's been sprayed with nonstick spray. After 30 minutes, I'm gonna take that off and I'm gonna let it continue to crisp and brown, and I may or may not flip it over. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And this is gonna be so delicious. This is Sharon Dummitt's Parmesan, let's see, onion encrusted Parmesan chicken. I'm not even sure what she called it, but we love it. I almost think she called it chicken supreme, maybe. I don't know. I miss her. I love her. She's celebrating Christmas in heaven this year, and we missed her and we love her, and this reminds me of her, and I'm thankful for this recipe. Tell me if you would make this with as much chicken as I made. I probably could have really used almost 2 cans of these. I saw I was running a little short, so I added another big handful of Parmesan. So this one has more Parmesan than the crispy fried onions, and that's okay. It's still gonna taste fabulous. You can put this in, dip it with barbecue sauce, honey mustard, nothing at all. I will put nothing at all. I love it like this. And I'm gonna serve some mashed potatoes and a green vegetable. And this is what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. Yum, yum, yum. What are you having?